Right. Good morning, everybody. We are at lucky 7 at the moment, and we're expecting one more to be 8, and we can get moving. Why don't we start with the roll call? We'll start in New York City, then go to Buffalo, Utica, and then we'll finish up in Albany.
Chris Congo.
Excellent. And in Buffalo?
Hi there, it's Hadley Horrigan in Buffalo.
Hi, Hadley. Utica?
Stephen Waters.
Excellent. And then why don't we start down at the end, Peter, with you?
Peter Grimm.
Lace Vasquez, Department of State.
Ian McCallum, Office of General Services.
Amanda DeSantis, Lieutenant Governor's Office.
Amy Ottaviano, Division of the Budget.
And I'm Shoshana Bule, and with me are my staff here at the committee. And so with a full house of 8, we can get going. Amy, do you have yours here?
Mhm.
Yeah. Great. So why don't we get started with taking a look at the draft minutes from our last meeting on September 30th. And if nobody has any modifications or amendments to those, I'll take a motion to approve them.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, and do we have a second?
Second.
Excellent. All in favor? Anyone opposed? No, unanimously approving the minutes. Thank you. And we should launch right in then to a discussion of our draft report. The draft is posted on the internet and with a 1-sentence modification late yesterday, provided by one of our members. We will go through that document. And what we have done in the past that has worked is sort of gone through page by page, and people would stop us if there's something that they want to discuss. We did this a little bit in our last meeting and nobody stopped very many times. So let's try it again and see if we can get through to the end. Starting with page 1. Anyone have anything they want to adjust or talk about on page 1?
I just saw a quick typo.
Sure.
That you cleaned up. The first bullet point of the introduction, the third word from the end of the top line, housed, should be houses.
Oh, yes. Maybe.
Yep.
All right, page 2. And I'll just point out that the S-67 has not yet been delivered to the governor. If after we approve this report, but before we file it, it is approved, we will just modify the language to reflect that and pop this into the amendments to the Freedom of Information Law section, which is currently blank and says nothing yet. If nothing does happen, then we will just finalize that section by saying nothing in this reporting year. Okay. Page 3. Four. On page 5, I guess we did make that addition. Let me know if you think that addresses the concern that you raised.
I thought that was fair.
Okay.
You
Excellent.
were doing it.
Sure. On page 6, we did make one amendation. If you're looking at the copy of the report that I circulated late yesterday, it's in sort of red line. This was just, it was identified, I don't know if you want to own it. Amy suggested that we identify a potential concern. Yeah, not a secret, a potential concern that, to the extent that this bill would require agencies to provide sort of a bolus of material for review, it could have the unintended consequence of waiving a privilege. Obviously, there'll be ways to protect against that, but it's worth pointing out that that could happen. Right. 7. Eight. 9. 10. 11. And then on 13, we added pursuant to conversation we had and the request of one of our commenters, our public commenters. This section, we worked a little bit to indicate that we still feel the same way as we've been feeling about 103A and the use of video conferencing. Again, my instinct is that what's going to happen is it's going to be just extended again. And nothing substantive is going to happen to it, but if they wish to take any of our recommendations, they could, but they didn't last time. So we can try again. So that's the section that ends on page 15. And again, appendix 2, beginning on page 16, it just says hold. And again, we're holding it for the possibility that the redaction bill gets delivered to the governor and approved. To the extent that nothing happens, this will just say none in this reporting cycle. And we have quite a lengthy, quite a busy year for the court. Deciding cases, some of which we've discussed separately in the body of the report having to do with 50A, but otherwise routine things happening. And then on appendix 4, we will fill in all of those data when our reporting year ends, which is essentially tomorrow. So we just have one more month of data to collect, and then we'll fill it in here. The last update that I gave you was through August. So we'll put September and October's numbers, update those, and make this complete. One or two more presentations occurred in the intervening time, maybe more than one or two. Make sure that those get added. Yeah, it's been a busy cycle. We are getting very, very, very frequent requests for education. More people are aware that it's available, which is excellent. I think that's because of Kristen's virtual series. She does every other month online trainings, and then those people report back and more people decide they want personalized trainings. More towns are asking for trainings, and of course more towns need them, because you would not believe what you hear when you go and deliver these presentations and realize that what these smaller municipalities believe is the accurate way to do things is sometimes it's not. They just don't know that these are the requirements. So it's very good to get out there and let them know. It seems like the only way we can really do that is not having a PR function. We can get out there and have commercials about how to respond to FOIL requests, which everyone would think would be a great use of money. So I guess I would ask, does anyone have anything else that they want to say about the annual report? Anyone have any other additions they want to make or subtractions they want to make, changes? No? All right. Well, I guess I'll take a motion to approve with all of the caveats I've said, in the event that bills get delivered and we make minor changes to reflect that and change places, things. And the correction, the typographical stuff that is pointed out, we'll make those. And then I will circulate a final version. We'll wait as long as we can for the bill to get delivered, and if it doesn't, we'll circulate a final version that everyone can know is the version we're going to file in December, closer to the time.
Excuse me, what is the date that it's due?
The 15th.
Sorry, can you say that again?
The 15th of December is when it's due to be filed and circulated.
I see. Okay,
We-
thank you.
I think we've done early December in the last couple of cycles. When we've been done, we've just filed it knowing that nothing else is sort of pending. This time we're going to wait as long as we can just to see if that bill goes up, because I think it's important. And frankly, it was our text that they adopted. So we should wait and ring the bell if we can. So I'll take a motion to approve the report on those terms.
So moved.
So do we have a second? Okay, excellent. Is there anyone opposed to the motion to approve the annual report as discussed? Excellent. It's unanimous. Approve the report. Congratulations, everyone. That's wonderful. And now I guess, I don't know, I don't see any, but I'll ask, is there anyone waiting to speak?
I haven't put it out there yet, so we'll say
We'll
it
ask.
right now. We will
Yeah.
ask. If you would like to take advantage of a public comment period, please throw your virtual hand up in the air. And I will take you in the order that I notice you and unmute. The first person I'm going to invite for public comment is Kenneth Walter. And I'm currently unmuting you. Mr. Walter, you are welcome to speak.
Wonderful. I use your services a lot. I advocate by going to government meetings and advocating for open meetings by using your opinions. That's my sword. I have a couple of questions that I can't seem to get answered. Or one of the comments first is, I see you say municipalities are supposed to put up budgets and all that good stuff. And by saying municipalities, does that include schools or not? Because I don't want them to give me a runaround, well, we're not mentioned.
Mr. Walter, this isn't a Q&A. This is a public comment period. If you have questions, we're happy to answer them if you wanted to send them to us or call us.
Okay. I appreciate the work you do. And you are an important asset. And I use it as to try to inform people in the county what their rights are. And using your opinions is the only thing we can rely on. So thank you very much for what you do.
Thank you, Mr. Walter. Let's see. Not seeing other hands. Let me just check comment and see if I'm not making, oh, hold on, there is another hand that just popped up and I'm looking to see if there's, all right, I've got another, I am unmuting Michelle. Michelle, you're
There.
welcome to speak.
My name's Michelle. I'm with the New York Coalition for Open Government. And we recently sent a letter to you in regards to Assembly Member Burdick proposing criminal and civil penalties on requesters. Just to read a little bit of that, Assembly Member Burdick proposed imposing criminal and civil penalties on requesters who submit allegedly bad faith or malicious FOIA requests. This approach fundamentally misdiagnoses the problem. New York State's Freedom of Information law system is broken, but not because of requester abuse. Requests are routinely ignored, unreasonably delayed, or improperly denied. New York remains one of the few states that imposes no meaningful penalties on government officials who violate FOIA obligations. Without consequences for noncompliance, the internal appeals process proves ineffective and most citizens cannot afford legal representation to vindicate their rights. This disconnect is striking. When our organization has advocated for reform, committee members have dismissed our concerns as anecdotal and lacking proof. Yet, based on a handful of anecdotal accounts from Assemblymember Burdick, the committee appears eager to pursue legislation targeting requesters, the very people the law was designed to empower. This is not anecdotal. I won't read the rest of the letter as you do have it. We have circulated it, but it's just disheartening. Thank you.
I'll just make one comment in response to that comment. The first comment I have is that Assemblymember Burdick hasn't made any proposal to us for support that I know of. He was invited to speak on any number of topics, and he chose the topics that he presented to us. The draft report has never and currently doesn't have any support for any such proposal. And it's unclear to me where this commenter believes that there's been any eagerness in this body to support legislation like that. We obviously would have any member of the legislature who felt that they wanted to come and present ideas to us, come and do that. And that's why we have an open invitation to the legislature to come and present at any of our meetings. And, we will continue to do that so that all ideas are aired. So again, as far as I know, Assemblymember Burdick hasn't put forward a formal proposal in this way, and other than just speak to us about his idea at our last meeting. And this body has not expressed any support one way or another for such an idea. The ideas that this committee does support are reduced to a writing in our annual report, which has now been approved and does not contain that kind of material. So just to put a cap on that for everybody. If anyone else has a comment about that, they're welcome to share. Okay, do we have any other comments?
We do, why, Addie, I'm going to unmute you now. Why, Adam, you're welcome to speak.
Yeah. Hi, do you hear me?
Yes.
All right, thank you. First, I will start off in thanking for everything you do. I also utilize the services and it's much appreciated. I have a suggestion. I've seen when the past there were, dozens and dozens of opinions posted online. Lately, there are very few advisory opinions posted online. I think it's a good resource. Public could review it, and it's very helpful for the public and frankly municipalities as well, or agencies, to know what they're supposed to do. So again, thank you, and I encourage to have the advisory opinions. I know I saw the report. There are a lot of advisory opinions issued, and if the public could see them, that will be help, I guess, with the purpose of oil. Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess I'll just make one comment in response to that comment, and that is we post opinions that have, that are new, that address new sets of facts presented to us. There are many, many opinions that we issue that don't necessarily add to the volume of opinions on a particular topic. They may present a slightly different fact pattern, but they are issues that we have addressed before in various ways. We do very much try to add to the online repository whenever there's a new issue that comes before us, or it's been quite a long time since we've addressed a particular issue. And then also in the same way that we do go through and we attempt to ensure that every opinion that's out there reflects the current thinking as well. So, but thank you for the comment. We will be mindful to add as many to the public repository for online searching as we can and as we think makes sense, and doesn't just continue to say the same thing over and over again, because then you don't know where to stop in your research. Sometimes when you have 100 things that say the same thing, it's unclear which one you should rely on. So for lawyers, that is a sense of frustration sometimes when you are overwhelmed with the same rule of law a lot of times. But thank you.
We do not have anyone else who is waiting to offer public comments.
All right. Does anyone here in this room or joining us from our three other public locations have any new business that they would like to raise with us now? All right. Hearing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone against? Oh, all right. We are adjourned at, 10:32.
I paid for 2 hours park.
Oh, did you really? Well, you should go have a breakfast sandwich downstairs. Thank you, everyone.
This is a record.
I really appreciate your attention and your time. It's been great. Great year. Thank you very much.
And I
Thank
would
you
like
all.
to make an announcement myself.
Oh, no.
I am not running for office this year,
Oh.
so it ends my 20-year career serving the people of Rensselaer County. And that
Wow.
means that I no longer can sit here as a elected representative.
Oh, wow.
So it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for,
Thank you. Thank you for your
Congratulations
service.
to you and you've done.
We had written to the governor's office and they asked them to let you know formally. I don't think that's happened.
Not yet, not yet. There may be a long list of things that they.
I've spoken to them personally, though. I've
Okay.
seen them 3 different times, and I figured it didn't get here, but I didn't want to let it go without personally saying it.
Thank
It's been a
you.
pleasure.
Well, we really appreciate your service and effort. Thank you.
I don't know who they'll replace or how that process goes, but.
It's,
We will patiently find
you
it.
will wait. You will find out.
Like next year at this time.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, you know, it's difficult to gather us all and get a quorum to do these meetings. So the easier, the more people that are appointed and the fuller we are, the easier that is, I think, to do, because the quorum doesn't change.
Right.
Just the pool from which we can draw the quorum, it dwindles. So, but thank you, everyone. And we'll be in touch. I'll send you
Great.
later in the season, I'll send you the final that we've approved before I file it.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Kristen, how long have I sat on this committee? Do you know?
As long as I've been here, and I've been 10 years, so, but I think you are